Hey Pete,
Hey Ralph,
how are you?
I'm good. And you?
Excellent, yeah, all really good, thank you.
Fantastic.
So, what I wanted to just dive into straight away
Yeah.
is what was it that caused you to set up Intelligence Partners?
Yeah. I mean, it's two factors really. The first is, as a team, we have an absolute obsession with delivering stuff that's meaningful to clients. So that as a first principle was that whatever information sent out on behalf of our clients is in context, it's relevant, it's timely, it's compelling, it's meaningful. That was the first real driver. And the second was our customers actually talking to us as a partner, saying, we're sending out digital emails on the backdrop of some sort of content marketing program, expecting either appointments, people screaming into the business saying this is incredible, and eureka proposals are being produced. And it's just, as we know, not happening.
So what's the open rate? Let's say you've got a customer who's running a content marketing approach. They're sending out rifle shot emails to customers. What can a typical organisation expect to get back just by doing that without contextualising?
It's pretty dire. 0.11%. It's negligible.
Yeah.
It's meaningless actually. I think it's pointless to the point of being pointless. And customers are numb to it. They're numb to this digital marketing overload, this content itis that's been prolific around the industry. So we kind of thought, let's pick a couple of really brilliant brands with some great people inside those organizations and do something different. And we're coming at this from a kind of pulling the customer into our customers' businesses. And the only way we're really going to achieve that is by understanding the client's operating environment intimately, really, really intimately, what they're trying to achieve, their strategy, their objectives, their goals, their challenges, both at a business and an executive personal level. And then kind of blending that to what it is that our customers are selling. And it's this perfect triangulation, if you like, of company and industry strategy. So if you say we were trying to target BMW. So we want to know everything about what BMW's strategy is, its challenges, objectives, its goals. We want to know their strategy. We want to know what is our customers' technology, how our customers' technology, and our customer in this instance might be one of our customers like Atos. We need to understand intimately their portfolio. And then the executives within BMW. And it's the perfect triangulation of those three things, being context in the middle, that enables us to create these what we call strategic executive conversations. So these are very focused, very personal, very timely, very relevant things to say to the executives in BMW in context to what Atos sell. And that's a game changer in itself, because organizations don't have the time to do that themselves. The account teams, as you know, Ralph, their hair's on fire, either servicing the account, trying to defend it or grow it. And we're a service that just comes in the background, spends the time, has the technology and the processes in the background to really uncover what matters most to their Atos, in this example's target customer, and build out these conversations that just hit home.
And how is it different to account-based marketing? So I used to run strategy marketing for Tata Communications. That's where we first met many years ago.
Great days.
We were dabbling in account-based marketing. We were sort of looking at, how do we take the buyer persona, let's say the CIO, what does a general CIO look for? How do we position the services and the benefits for those services? And then there was a context that your business at the time was providing us. And that was good, and we had some good returns on that. So how does what Intelligence Partners is doing now differ from that?
I think, and we've been around ABM for many, many years and been big fans of the ABM world and the vendors and the consultancies that provide services, in the ABM environment. But it's what seems to have happened with ABM is, it's quite expensive to do one-to-one. They moved to a kind of one-to-few and then a one-to-many model. And it seems that the market's moved to sort of quite high levels of automation. And then you bundle in there the kind of intense stuff that they're doing. So they're kind of, in the ABM world, they're trying to think, what is it the customers are looking for? Which is, great, using things like intent engines. And then looking at the massive public domain data that's out there on those organizations and then trying to connect the dots. But it's down to the account teams within those organizations to use that data, if you like. And there's a big significance between what we do and data. So ABM World provides a lot of data. Account teams and marketing teams can then do some sort of verticalization or treat that account as a marketplace with communications that are specific, say, to that organization. All cool stuff. But it's data. And it requires often either an agency, a partner, or the internal ABM teams to connect the dots. We do that for the client. So context is king in our world. And what we do is we give data meaning. So we take the same amounts. In fact, we use ABM platform sources as sources of data. So we'll take that data into our organization, and we'll give it meaning, we'll give it direction, and we'll give it context. And we'll filter out all the noise, and we'll look at what matters most to the target organization and executives, and then we'll write the conversations. And these are very, very specific conversations that we map out on horizons. So they could be an Horizon 1 conversation, which is there's an immediate opportunity within BMW right now, go have this conversation. Or it's an Horizon 2, 3 or 4. Sometimes these conversations are so big they can be 3-4 years out, which is incredible, because that gives the our customer the ability to have multiple, very wide, very lots of latitude to go back into the account and keep having dialogues about big changes, big shifts, as well as the sort of more tactical stuff that you'd expect to help them meet their quarterly goals. So we're fundamentally different because we use high levels of automation to harvest data.
Right.
Once we harvest the data, we then analyze it, contextualize it, and then personalize it. So this is we're a boutique company delivering intelligence that is highly focused, and our strategy is to deliver this to in the first 18 to 24 months to deliver this to tech companies all over the world, specifically around their key accounts. So we're not after a company with 1,000 accounts. We're after the top 50. And we'll really work with them in a very, very focused way in order to help them change the way in which they communicate to their client. So back to the original question, how can you possibly go from a digital email, i.e. piece of maybe research or whatever, saying you think persona against a CIO persona in, say, a finance company or an automotive company, and expect that to land in the inbox of someone that says, hey, wow, that's incredible, I'm going to click on here or phone here. I mean, that just it doesn't help work in the real world. We all know that. The only way that we believe that someone will respond is if you've written it as if it's been written internally to their organization, and that's the game changer.
Yeah, so you can have benefit from doing those white papers and various things which you do on a persona basis in a way to condition the market, to make sure that organizations understand what you do, and you understand a little bit about what their challenges are. But actually what Intelligence Partners is doing is taking that information, contextualizing it, and then interesting what you said, you're putting that together as a conversation piece that the account managers and the marketing teams can actually take as a shrink-wrapped service back into their customer.
Yeah.
And that's amazingly powerful.
Hugely. I mean, it's personalization personified. That's what it really is. I mean, it's and it takes a lot of energy. The technology that we've got in the business is incredible. So that's harvesting the world's B2B enterprise sales data. And then, as I say, we're analyzing that through very clever algorithms. We're contextualizing it with humans, and we call this AI plus I. So in the business is AI, ML, all this stuff you'd expect, machine stuff to help us curate and organize the data, and it's the humans that turn that into intelligence. And that's what's unique, I think, about what we're doing. Is that this is not a machine chucking stuff out.
Yeah, I was going to ask. So it's not just because big buzzword, lots of stuff going on about artificial intelligence. AI companies are popping up all over the place. The UK is a great centre for AI.
It is. It's incredible.
And then Google buys them, or somebody buys them, but this is more than that. This is sitting on top of artificial intelligence.
From what I was at an event this week around AI in town, and met lots of fantastic organisations who have built AI capability looking for use cases. We're the other way around. We have use cases demonstrating real AI. But the special bit is the human, is the context bit, and that's where the value is. The value is in us laser focusing into an executive in a large multinational, really understanding what they're trying to achieve, what their challenges are, what their objectives are, what their strategies are, and then applying that to what our customers sell, and then delivering up something that is right on the money. And we're having an incredible success rate with not just growing pipeline as you'd expect, but and I think in a later video we're going to cover the kind of the old world selling versus new world buying stuff. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole we need to dive down, and we'll do that. We'll do that next maybe. But how we are just helping sales organizations change the way they sell using intelligence. So yeah.
And I have a question. So if you're using the human intelligence on the top of all the information that's being pulled in, looking at that context, who are these humans? Where have they come from?
Yeah.
Why do they have the credibility
Yeah.
to be able to actually turn that into something that's going to be meaningful, resonate, and then build pipeline and sales?
There's no doubt about it. Our recruitment is on people with a lot of grey hair. Yeah, there's some amazing young talent coming into the business, particularly around the technology side of the company, and the project management and the analyst side. But these are people that have been in industry 30 years, and we're actively recruiting people that have done their career in, say, high tech. We go across many verticals, but high tech's our leading one. That have been in sales, marketing, portfolio, all the sort of the holy trinity of the areas in which we do our intelligence gathering and analysis. And these people are now people that have come to the end of their corporate traveling career. They want to work from home. We've got IT and systems enabling them, the platform. They can work whenever they want, but effectively what they're doing is they're strategizing. They're looking at the operating environment of a large multinational in automotive and its executives and the technology of our customers, and they're triangulating to create these incredible conversations. And what's coming back from our customers, which is the most encouraging thing, is that they're blown away just by how much intelligence we can gather and contextualize without actually spending too much time with them and taking them away from their busy day-to-day jobs, and indeed not actually having spoken to the end client. Although future-wise, we'll come on and talk about the platform at some other point, but we are building that environment where it does bring all those different elements of the ecosystem together. It brings the analysts, the customer, the partners, the portfolio owners, ABM teams, all into one environment that then enables us to collaborate socially around the intelligence.